Ashadu is brilliant. Just forget all that nonsense. He's a very, very brilliant man. And when I say he's brilliant, even if I were to compare him with all the others, and there's nobody that I don't know and I don't engage and all. There are people that I've engaged, and when I just listen to them, even among the ones who you could call his rivals, I look at them, I listen to what they say, and I just shake my head. And there are those that I look at them and say, "This one is so damn shallow, it's unbelievable." You know?
All right.
But he's brilliant.
So you're saying that he's smarter than his rivals?
By miles.
Does that include Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi?
Come on. I when I say smarter than his rival, he's smarter than almost everybody within that age grade.
Okay. All right.
I'm quite happy for Tinubu. Very happy for him. The man is really smart. He's smart because Tinubu has cracked the code of Nigerian politics and he's gotten it perfectly. What he has not cracked is governance and administration, but politics, he's gotten it. And I'll tell you why. This is Sowunmi, and then talking now that Bola Tinubu is the smarter of all of the candidates that vying to be president of Nigeria. Atiku and Peter Obi, he beats them, he's smarter. And I know why. You know why? A couple of days ago, this same Shegu was on TV saying that the only way PDP can survive, can continue to exist, is to bring Peter Obi back. And this video is not about Peter Obi, but I'm driving somewhere. Right now, he's met with Tinubu, and now he's claiming that Tinubu, this guy is one. Maybe I should just allow you to see a snippet of it. But the main conversation is going to happen. Please don't go. Watch it.
The president of Bola Tinubu, with 22 governors in his party plus 5 extras who were working or saying they're not going to support the candidate, he pulled 8.6 million votes. The candidate of the PDP and the PDP, because we must be separating which part of that vote belongs to the party and which part of that vote any individual can lay claim to. They pulled 6.9 million votes. One of the people that was a PDP member, a Southeastern man who felt that on the balance of play, why is the Southeast being excluded? Peter Obi went on his own frolic, was able to pull or allocated 6.2 million votes. And you lose the election, you run all the way to the Supreme Court, you lose. Or at least it was adjudged that you lost. Any deep-thinking, fair-minded Nigerian who is in the political party called PDP ought to know that the greatest necessary next step is to have the conversation of how do you bring Peter back. Because you can tell that the energy that is driving him is organic.
I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm stopping. You can go check out the other videos on YouTube. Now, look at it. The reason why Shegun is saying that Tinubu is smart is that Tinubu has a very easy prototype to taking over our politics. I think I made a video about Sowunmi, and somebody was saying that if I say it is tribalism, sectionalism, and bigotry that is making people like Sowunmi decamp or work with Bola Tinubu, what about the other politicians from other states? And let me tell you what Bola Tinubu does. And that's why people say he's smart. With southern politicians from the south, southeast, southwest, what he says to them, or leave southwest first, is that the north wants to take over the country. We should not allow the north. These guys have been in power for too long. This is our government. Let's own it. And that's it. Everybody joins. You see, that's why people, Delta State, Akwa Ibom State, a couple of other states, we hear Enugu, Bayelsa, all of them are going to join them soon. And that is the code. The code is don't allow the north to continue to usurp us. Now, when it gets to people in Yoruba, the Western Nigeria, what it tells them that, hey, look at what Peter Obi is doing. Look at what these guys are doing. Now, he's created a consensus in South to have issues with the North. Then in the South, he has further created a divide. And guess what? Tinubu learned from the best. I'll take you a bit. I know we don't read, but I'll take you a bit. Obafemi Awolowo, as the leader of the Action Group and the premier of the Western region before independence. And so, upon independence, Obafemi Awolowo moved to the National Assembly to become the main opposition leader, right? And then his deputy, Samuel Akintola, took over from him as the premier of the Western region and became a leader of the party. But Samuel and Obafemi had serious confrontations because the vision they had for the region wasn't working, wasn't aligning, so they had fights. it took Sowunmi Akintola to have aligned with the federal government through Tafawa Balewa, and that was how they were able to defeat all of. At some point, they have even suspended Sowunmi Akintola. The regional assembly has suspended it because Obafemi had more loyalists. But after a while, Sowunmi won that battle. Tafawa Balewa was able to impose his politics on the region, and that was how Sowunmi Akintola became premier and then went on to form his own political group or his own political party. But now that's not the question. That political drama affected other regions in the West at that time, so to speak, because it was, of course, that time the Edo state and a couple of other states were part of that region. The very hard University of Ibadan, which was called the first university in Nigeria, in 1961, the University of Ife, that is now Obafemi Awolowo University, was established. Do you know that at the point University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, was established, the political conversation, because there was a report, I think it's Ashbini report, and several, they were supposed to do balancing of higher education institutions in Nigeria, and it was permutated that a place like Benin should have had a university at that time. But of course, the politics of Western Nigeria overrode that particular agenda, and then already there was a university in Western Nigeria, which was University of Ibadan, and it was only normal for you to have taken the next university or next higher educational center to another prominent location, which was Benin at that time, but they left it in Ife, and that's what is Obafemi Awolowo University today. It would have been 11 years later that Institute of Technology Benin was now made to have university status, and I had University of Benin under the Midwestern, of course, Midwestern governor of Brigadier General Samuel Ugbemuda. Now you see, this politics that Obafemi Awolowo Akintola played that time, and that's why I made a video one time and somebody was trying to correct me when I say, you see, the people that we call nationalists that founded this marriage, this entity, people that said, we say we're the founding fathers, the Amadu Bellos, the Nnamdi Azikiwe, the Obafemi Awolowo, the Akintolas, the Okparas, and all of these guys, they did not have a national government, they didn't have a national mindset. Forget the nationalistic nationalism you see in their write-up everywhere. They didn't. They had a regional agenda. The goal was a regional mindset. All of them pursue regional projects. So even if they met at the center, the pursuit was more of a region. And that's why Nigeria, that is where we are. See, I am a passionate Nigerian that want to see Nigeria war. But sometimes when I look at the data, look at the information, look at the things telling me, it's obvious this country may not work except to do a surgery. But Tinubu is playing a full-blown ethnic card. That is the only way he can win. Look at somebody talking about him being smart, as if he is contesting election for the first time. All of you in the other parts of the South, open your eyes. They pay me. This man has played everybody and put in his pocket. He tells Southern politicians, don't allow the North. Now he tells his brothers in the West, don't allow Southeast, don't allow South. Be smarter than them. Now they grace. The man is smart. I submit. Tinubu is smart. Tinubu is smarter than all of us. Shame. I said it this morning. I told somebody on the phone. The generation of these people have failed us. My generation will not fail this country. This generation of these people, these barbarians, these bigots, these hypocrites, they have failed us. All of you beyond 50, my generation will not fail this country. When we correct this mess, we will correct it too. This now just check, go and check it everywhere. There was a Ashby report. They said there were inequalities in the political higher educational balancing. So they should have more political institutions and higher institutions. These people played politics, removed it, and said, Benin, why don't you go sleep? You took another university to the same region, and you established it there. It took 11 years later for Brigadier General Samuel Ogbemudia to say, as the Midwest region, we are going to have it. And that was how the Institute of Technology, go and check. Those of you, go and check. Politics of ethnicism, sectionalism, That's where he learned it from. These people do not have national mercy. Now we mess up, we allow this guy enter power. See, let me tell you, the game is the game. Certain politicians, the game is the game. Where the whole day, they are going to start to take over all of. Shegun no wahala. I agree. Tinubu is the smartest. And we do.